Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this review. And as always, we'd like to thank our viewers and our subscribers, because without you, we're not us. So let's talk about Marvel Gamerverse Marvel Legends series Felicia Hardy Black Cat on Spider-Man 2. This is by Hasbro and it is available now. Guys, let me know something in the comments. Who is your favorite Black Cat of all time? Let us know. But right now, let's go ahead and roll her off the stand and let's get started. So let's take a look at our packaging. This is pretty basic by Marvel Legends. This is pretty standard for the Gamerverse. But if you don't know about it, let's take a look. On the top panel, you'll see Marvel Gamerverse. That's pretty basic with the colors of white, black, and red. And if you go to the side panel, you're gonna see the same thing, Marvel Gamerverse, right? And also you're gonna see a picture of her from the video game, which is a pretty nice picture. That's a picture we'll kind of look side by side and check out the figure to see how well they did on this figure. And if you look at the bottom of the panel, you'll see Marvel Legends series there in kind of a burgundy red color transition. And on the other side panel, you'll see Marvel Legends series in the white and black red color. And if you look down the side, you see Felicia Hardy Black Cat in that reddish brown color. And right beside it is the open window. And if you look at the very bottom, you will have that sticker laminated coated picture of her from the game, right? Okay, so let's look at the face of the packaging. As you can see in the background, look really deep. You see the Spider-Man logo in all red, could be a diorama. You see the action figure and all the accessories inside the bubble. Look down at the bottom of the face, you'll see Marvel Spider-Man 2, Marvel Gameverse, Hasbro in the H's. Nothing to it. So let's flip it over to the backside. Okay, the backside shows you that you have 5 more characters. Of course, you can pause that, read it if you like, and check it out. And that will do it for the packaging. And yes, for our packaging, you do see the spider logo in the background. You can take it out. As you can see there, it can be taken out. If you want to set your figure in front of it and take photos, you can. But it's not really great to me, but be creative. Maybe it might be great to you. And that'll do it for the inside of the packaging. Let's give him a measure. We'll start with the inches. Right above 6 inches with the hair, right? Okay. If we go for the centimeter side, she'll be just right over 15 centimeters. That's where she's at, and that's where she's standing. Okay, so let's go ahead and scale them up. Just want to show you Spider-Man next to her. You see her. I don't know, shouldn't Spider-Man be smaller? But this scale is give you an idea. Let's throw the big Juggernaut in there just so you can see the size comparison. There he is. Okay, so you see these guys together. Juggernaut always does well, but you get the idea. Okay, so let's take a look at our accessories. You don't get much, which is okay, but let's go ahead and take a look. As you can see there, you see the extra pair of hands, which are like in that claw formation, like cat formation. That's pretty cool. And next you notice her wand, right? You see that it has the 2 ends that are silver, like a ball. And in the middle of the handle, or the whole handle, matter of fact, has some gray and some translucent plastic on it, which is pretty cool. So, you know, not too many accessories here, but they will do. So let's take a look at the wand first, right? You see the wand, she's holding it very snug. Doesn't seem like it's an issue, so that's great there. But let's go ahead and take a look at it closely, okay? All right, so you do have the wand, right? And this is pretty detailed, actually. You see the silver here with the little spikes on it, just like the game. And then you see that translucent green going along with that silver wrapping. And of course, the other side is the same there. You kind of have a face on there, right? Pretty cool. She gets down with it. Yes, she does. Okay, that's it for that. Nothing major. So for the hands, as you can see there, they're in that claw motion, which is pretty cool. And she also has they're kind of different. So I will show both. Let's go with one first. Here, she can actually hold something. If you look at it, she can probably hold something, but there you have it. You see the white there. That's supposed to be some kind of, you know, on her gauntlet, but this is just regular paint. I don't know that wouldn't graze that up a little bit better, make that kind of an armor looking fit, and then paint it white. But this is just painted on top of the plastic itself. I do not like that, but that's what we have. You can see it there. Yeah, it's kind of strange that it did it like that. But let me hit this again. Try to get this clear. There it is. And it's kind of tacky, but it's okay. All right, let's look at the other hand. Other hands, they're painted well. The other hand here, there you go. It doesn't have that armor effect on the hand where the white is, but it's painted well, but you just can't tell that it's kind of an armor. On the video game, you can see it's kind of grazed and more might be kind of a metalish or something, not just the suit painted with the white. But there you have it. Not bad. It's okay. It still works. All right, and that will do it for the accessories. Well, it do it for the accessories, but let's go ahead and look at the punch hands, just because we're here. There she is. So you see the punch hands. If you noticed this here, where the fluff is, this is supposed to be like kind of like a metal on her arm, like a gauntlet, and we're getting that white paint. It's all right, but it's just not giving that effect of metal on a little thin metal for a gauntlet, right? But you see the fist, nothing crazy. One's a little open with the cat claw, right? Okay, there you go. Nothing to it there, and that will do it for the accessories. Okay, so let's take a look at the appearance. I think it looks pretty well. Let's go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and be throwing that picture up soon. But for me, the appearance is it's pretty spot on. If you look at the video game, that picture should be coming up soon here. So let's just already start going over it and check it out. As you see the glasses in the eyes, that is great. I mean, how that's sculpted on with the glasses, it almost looks like they can come off. You can take those off and put them on. But then the detail with the shine of the glasses in the eyes, that's really good. Not a bad job, right? Okay, you see the hair, that looks pretty decent, like the game. Not bad at all. And if you look at her suit, facial structures first though, facial structures, lipstick, that's point on. I like that. And if you look at her suit, you do see the white lining. Those are in the right spots, as you can see. All black and then the white lining. We do like that. But let's take a look at the arm though. This is what I was talking about earlier. If you look in some of the parts of the game, I guess where they painted by this fluff here, where she has that little fluff, little fur, it usually looks like it's kind of a hard plastic or metal that goes over her hands in that area, pertaining to like some kind of mini armor, right? If I'm wrong, let me know, but that's what I see, okay? But they make it look great, just like the photo we see here. It's pretty spot on. If you look at the middle of her stomach here, you do have those arrow grooves that go, yep, see that? You see those arrow grooves there, right there, kind of going down. You do have that on the game as well. That looks good. And if you go to the feet, you do have the fur there, and the white is in the right spots as well, with the black being the boots. And all the details in the black, that's pretty much spot on as it is in the game. So that's not a bad thing. Turn around, you do have the M that's above her, by her waist, and then the other stuff there with the fur on the shoes, right? The boots. So all of it looks really good. Not a bad job to me on the figure. Could use more accessories, but for the appearance of it, they did a really good job. I'm not mad at it at all. So great job, guys. And that will do it for the appearance. Spider-Man. Where's Spider-Man? You want to play? Okay, so let's check out the POA, the points of articulation. Let's go. We'll start with the head first. The head of it, it's pretty decent. We're looking at the ball and socket there. You can see it. There it is. Ball and socket, and it has the lat system. So that's going to be great on when you're wanting the figure to tilt her head down. She's going to be fine with that. And then up is going to be quite okay, right? Love the glasses, man. But then also her hair comes out, so she can just have the regular pinned up hair, or you can put it with the ponytail. That's an addition there if you are that kind of person that likes to see the different style of hair, right? Okay, so the arm are on a lat system that is on the ball and socket that rotate. Nothing new there. and you do have the cut by the bicep, so that's definitely going to swivel. We know that. And the arms are double jointed, very smooth, very easy. Okay, hands are interchangeable, so they rotate, and they do have their own latches. You see the latches there, right there, and you can put it in, and there you have it. Okay, same on both sides, right? Let's see what the sternum offers. You see the middle of the figure there. The sternum is rotations. They're very nice. And then you have your hinge system for the crunches there, which move very well. You see that? Crunch. It kind of clicks, let you know where you want it to be at. There you go. And also like the rotations in the upper lower sternum there is pretty nice. Okay, so let's go for the legs. The legs are on the dumbbell joints. Yes, dumbbell joints are there. You can see them, right? Also, we know Hasbro's very great about doing their thigh swivels. You do have that as well. Double jointed knees with the latches, right? Okay, let's see what the feet offer. The feet are on rockers, right? And they do have latches of their own. No pivot in the toe. Okay, so very basic on the movements. We've seen it before. This is something we've noticed in most of the figures, but it looks pretty decent. And that will do it for the POA. Points of articulation. Yeah. Okay, for the pros and cons, we'll start with the cons. I think that it should have an extra head sculpt or some more accessories. That's it. That's it on the cons. The pros are, it does look good. The paint scheme's good. Love the glasses. Love the hair. The character itself is done correctly. So far, how he looked on the photos. You know, sometimes those photos aren't 100% correct, but that photo there, it looked pretty decent to me. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and give this figure a 4 out of 5 stars. Guys, let me know what your stars are. And you guessed it. You can get it at HasbroPulse.com. Just check out HasbroPulse.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.